Hello, Questers out there this November 19th, 2025. Season 13, episode 3. Not too bad, not too good, even Steven, as far as my critical observation of the show last night. And from Canada, here's our synopsis queen, Judy. Hello, Judy.
Hello, John. Hi, everybody. It's good to be here, guys. I know it was kind of a boring show last night, but a couple of interesting things, and we'll talk about it tonight.
Yep, let's get my hellos in, so it gives people time to get their notification bell if they did the bell. Hello, Scott. And here's Tammy. Hope you're doing good, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Hello, Gloria. Donna's on the show. Amy's in the show. K. Franks is in the show. Jeff M. in the show. Steve's here. Stu is here. There's Brenda. Luann, thank you for your support. I got it in the mail yesterday. I thank you so much. Let's go down the line here. Diane's in the show. YouTubers in the show. And Paul is in the show. Cindy can see us and hear us. The professor is in the show. Amber is in the show. Did I say Carol? Did I catch Carol before? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Space Weather Club is in the show. Don't forget, #CERT to win a free certificate from the Quest channel for being a participant in the live chat. You have to be present to win. Just put in #CERT, CERT, to be eligible at the end of the show to be a winner. The tracker just came in. Everybody's eligible. Moderators, the whole gang. And here's my gang. You're back, Steve. I see you. We're always on the internet, Steve, 24/7, 365. Me and Judy. Here's my crew right here. I got to thank all my moderators. Tammy, Judy, Daniel, Starlene, Kathy, and Tanya from Portugal. Jeff M. and Gloria doing double duty on YouTube and Facebook. And David B. on YouTube. Most of my main members are from the Quest of Oak Island Facebook group. We are live on YouTube, and then I transfer some of the content to Facebook. I can't do Facebook Live. It will not take it. Our other platforms and members are on Spotify for podcasters around the world, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Hello, Alexa. Also, I want to thank people who've been getting back into the membership every month. I thank you so much. Every little penny helps. I want to thank Tammy and Linda and Robert and Tony and Andrea and Tommy and Kay, D-Rock, Captain Kirk, Becky, Virginia, Barbara, Starlene, Jeff M., and $10 Ray for all their contributions and time with me as being YouTube members. And also, I want to thank Judy for her extra support, which you do, Judy. I want to tell you that live in front of the world. I thank you so much.
You're welcome, John. I just want us together.
And thank you to Daniel and Charlotte for their hard fact-finding answers to give us a choice to believe, not to believe. Give us a neutral. I don't sway anybody. It's all up to you. We just present it. And hello, Raymond is back. We also support Mr. Sampson, Salty Dog Tours. There's Daniel and Charlotte's blog, the Oak Island Companion. Please give them as much love as you give me around the world. Hello, CJO Junior 74. There's a certificate you'll get with your name in it, me signing it, the date. And last night's episode, Medieval Intentions. Episode 3. Next week, Tuesday, November 25th, episode 4 is The Smoking Gun. I wonder what that is, Judy.
I wonder. That sounds, gee, maybe it might be a little exciting.
Thank you for coming in, Judith. Now, I also posted, but I got to show the world, December schedule. I just go by the names, like the titles, just to get a catch on it. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's nice to have.
Hello, Franklin. Hello, Franklin. December 2nd, USA. You guys see it on Sunday. This is USA at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Episode 5, Keep on Rocking. Maybe we'll see finally whatever's under that rock they showed us in the beginning.
Okay, good.
December 9th, episode 6, The Heat is On. December 16th, 2025, Walk the Line. And December 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve, whoever celebrates Christmas, episode 8, Into the Fold. A lot of times, Judy, I go back from their episodes and look at the drone video just to see what they're talking about and where they're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good idea, John. I hadn't thought about that, but I think I will try it.
All right. So we have a couple of different things to go around that I want to try tonight. I really don't have a big rant. It's just like the same old thing after 13 years, that they're in the money pit. A whole drill casing of 8 foot flies right down into a void. It did go to bedrock. You see all the white rocks on the end. That's the bedrock. And you would think, I don't know, after 13 years, if it's cloudy or not or whatever, just put a camera down that 6-inch hole. If that cavern or void was that big, I hope they did it, not showing us before where they put the case on in there. But maybe they're not doing it because that's a case on point, Judy. I'm not sure.
Yeah, John, I don't know why they don't put a camera down. It makes no sense to me at all. Why can't they just try it?
I know, just dropping it in and, okay, it's nothing, and pull it back out. Or even a metal detector. Tammy, bedrock is white. That's what it is. What was I saying? A metal detector that's waterproof. Put it on a string, 200-foot string or something. Just send it down there once it gets past the case on of the drill pipe, so it doesn't pick up, the steel of the case on, the steel of the casing of the drill pipe. And see if it beeps. You know what I mean, guys?
Right, exactly.
And I'm getting kind of crazy on this, guys. Let me know your opinion. These Roman coins. I had Roman coins up to here. 5 or 6 Roman coins now. Question. They came from Europe, if they're on the British Army side. Why isn't, when the islands, they want to talk about a long time ago, when the island had no causeway, deer animals would probably swim to Oak Island and eat, and be happy. Now, we got the Mi'kmaq. They go over on their canoe, push some deer out to the bay. It's feast time. Why in the world have we not found any spearheads, any arrowheads, anything of that such from the Indians, which were there way before the soldiers that you know, yet we're finding gold coins? Answer me that. Go ahead. Let me see the chat.
Any ideas, anybody?
It just scratches my head. That's just, okay, we should find arrowheads, spearheads, old stone axes, whatever they had. You know what I mean? The Indian side, no. I don't know. I think your guys are stumped as much as me. Hello, Wade. Thank you. We're just starting up, Wade. We got Judy synopsis. We got Daniel's commentary. Hello, Jonathan. Richard. Richard says, maybe they found some, but they're afraid they'll be shut down for digging it if they say anything. Well, that's Laird's job.
That is true, John. That could happen, I suppose.
Let me see what these people are saying. Now, here's Amber. Because the natives already knew the island was inhabited, right, at the time there was nobody there, by whoever did the construction and lived on Lot 5. I'm saying before anybody lived on the island. I'm talking just the natives, the Mi'kmaq.
Daniel says there are hundreds of finds each year that never get shown on the show.
Yeah, they'll say, oh, we found a nail. You know what I mean? We found a nail.
Right.
We found a bottle cap. We found a tab, like off a soda can. But yet, no Mi'kmaq. I tried for years to get the head Mi'kmaq woman on my show. No good. No good. And the more gold, the more Roman coins I find, or they find, I just keep on scratching my head. I have no idea. It had to come from overseas, as you know. Did it come out of a Templar's pocket? I don't know. Those uniforms, their pockets seem to be very deep. I don't know. You know, their uniforms, where'd they put their change? In their pocket. Where in their pocket? They didn't put it in their boot. So you have to look at a Templar's uniform to see if it's possible. I know Daniel says it's from trading. The place is a trading island, but I don't go for it.
Oh, Daniel says my understanding is that the Mi'kmaq tribes came to Mahone Bay as a winter hunting ground.
Right. And the arrowheads will probably be stone, right? So they wouldn't find them with the metal detectors. That's a good point, Richard. Right? Metal detectors don't pick up stone arrows, or what do they use? Flint arrowheads?
I think so.
You know what I mean?
They've done so much digging, you'd think they would find them somewhere.
Or even on the gold dredge, when they're going through all the belts and it's kicking out stuff. That would kick out a flint arrowhead, right?
Right.
Hello, Tommy. Thanks for coming in. So that's what I got on that. You know, they're at the money pit doing the same thing over and over. We know they put the caissons down all over the place. I still don't see no electric fence all up the way around the island. So you take it from there. Judy, get your wine ready.
Okay.
Let me see here. That's what I forgot. A lot, Richard. A lot of trash. Hello, Gary Hills. All right, Judy, I'm going to get your picture up here.
Okay.
There it is. Hello, Neil. Thanks for coming in. Judy's going to do her synopsis. We'll go through some screenshots and go from there. Judy, it's all yours.
Thank you. So we have season 13, episode 3, Medieval Intentions. Episode 3 opens in the lab where the team has gathered to get the test results from Emma of the coin found last week on Lot 5 by Marty and Katya. Emma says the base of the coin is copper. It also has iron, calcium, and silver in it. One side shows the head of the Roman Emperor Claudius II, who ruled from 268 to 270 AD. Emma dates the coin from 250 to 270 AD. She points out it has been in the ground a long time, and the metals in it match the metals found deep in the money pit. Rick, of course, thinks it could be part of the treasure and says coin expert Sandy Campbell needs to see it. Later that morning, Rick meets with team members in the research center to discuss a new dig in the swamp. The area that has never been dug before is west of the large paved area. Later that day, we find Billy digging 180 feet from the paved area with Gary detecting. Up comes an old stake that has an axe-cut edge on it. Steve asks if this could be another pathway. Gary then pulls up the pointed top of a stake and Rick a third piece of a stake. They decide to dig some more. Over on Lot 5, the archaeologists are digging, and Fiona uncovers a pipe stem, and the size of the borehole tells her it dates from 1753 to 1800. She then digs up two pieces of pottery that, when held together, form a partial rim of a large bowl that dates between 1600 and 1800. The design on it will give them an exact date. These artifacts go to the lab. Back at the lab, the team is getting the test results of the blue bead found 2 weeks ago by Tansy on Lot 5. The bead is called a seed bead because of its small size and contains copper, which makes it blue. Emma says it matches the Venetian beads found on Lot 5 and dates it to the late 1600s. Laird decides they need to visit Fort Point, 15 miles south of Oak Island, where old artifacts have been found, to see if they have found any of these beads. Later that day, in the Money Pit area, the team has drilled 140 feet down in borehole J.5, 8.5, hoping to get into the solution channel. Suddenly, the drill rods fall into the hole, and Adam, from the drill team, thinks they fell about 15 feet. As they continue to drill, they find a loose area from 148 feet down to 158 feet. A core hits the table from 168 feet, and after opening it, Charles runs the pinpointer over it and finds nothing. They drill to 188 feet down, and hitting nothing solid, they drill down to 198 feet. Peter points out they have never searched this deep before. A core from 198 feet down comes up, and Terry says it is a watery, void-like material, and they find nothing in it. They drill to 228 feet and don't hit bedrock. So Rick wonders if the solution channel is deeper than they thought. A core from 228 feet down has only loose material. At 229 feet, they hit bedrock and again find nothing. Rick declares they must now decide where to dig next. Rick then meets Doug and Sandy Campbell, the coin expert, in the research center where Sandy is examining the coin found by Marty and Katya. Sandy says it is Roman and shows someone holding, of all things, an oak leaf and declares it the most remarkable coin found to date. Sandy wonders why so many Roman coins have been found on Oak Island. Could it be this coin is Templar and related to Nolan's Cross, asks Rick. He says we need to look more on Lot 5 and the surrounding lots. Episode 3 ends on Lot 4, where Gary and Charles are detecting the spoils from Lot 5. The beeper goes off, and Gary pulls up a 2-inch long square rod that is shaped like an arm of the cross found in Smith's Cove in 2017 by Gary and Rick. As Charles states, is this Templar country? They rush the artifact to the lab. Have they found a piece of a second cross? Are they close to the treasure in the solution channel? Join us next week, Questers, for answers and more questions. And in the meantime, stay safe, please.
Very, very good, Judy.
Thank you, thank you.
You would think Steve, he's a surveyor the way I was, that they would reference Eagle Canada. You guys remember Eagle Canada out there?
Yeah, yes.
With all their scanning? But no, they'll just show us a map with a circle. But I would go back to Eagle Canada right now. If the shaft fell in, I'm talking about the drill shaft. And that was a good question, Richard. It must have stayed within its 6-inch hole, and they just put the other drill to it and screwed it back on, and just hoping it might have caught some of the threads to pull it out. I'm not sure, but if the thing went down and flipped sideways, there's no way they would get that drill casing that fell through. You know what I mean, Judy?
Right, exactly, John, yeah. They didn't explain it real well.
Unbelievable. This will be posted in text on our Facebook page later on with the screenshots. Don't forget.
Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you, everybody. John, everybody's saying thank you to me. So you're welcome, guys. I love doing it.
I just want to show the guys this. Let me see here. This is what I think of them not doing a camera look-see. Even though it's cloudy or whatever, just drop a camera down the thing in that big void. The driller from Choice knows it's a void. Everybody knows it's a void, right, Judy?
Right, exactly.
And this is what I think of that. Ready? Listen, guys. Oh,
I hope everybody heard that because it's funny.
yeah.
It is funny.
Boink. Alrighty. Luann heard it. Getting smiley faces.
They're laughing, John. They got it.
I hear you.
Franklin says, new toy, John? I think so, Franklin.
Holy Muyan, Daniel. Lordy 40. They got all this overage of information and scans and drill points. I don't know what's holding that island together there in the money pit. But we're still there. We're still there.
They haven't sunk yet, have they?
So it starts out at the lab. We're getting a lot of lab. You remember that? We're getting a lot of lab, Judy.
Yeah, we are this year. We were on it several times last night, so they're using it quite a bit.
I hope we go for a trip, you know what I mean? Halfway through to break it up a little bit.
Yes, that would be nice. Obviously, they're going to go to Fort Point, which is only like 15 miles away.
That's what I was.
That doesn't quite do it, does it?
No, that's what I was thinking of. They mentioned that a bunch of times, so I think we're going there.
Yes, I think so.
And here's the gang describing that point. I thought that other red-looking scan, how they showed it, was a second coin, but it was only the back of this coin. That's what I posted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I thought it was 2 coins, but what do I know?
Yeah, there's one side has Claudius on it, and the other one has a person holding the oak leaf.
Yep. Here we are in the lab. There she be.
Yeah, Daniel says, I enjoy the work that Emma does in the lab. She really is great. I agree, Daniel.
Yep. Otherwise, they'd have to send all this stuff out. There's the coin out of the ground. There's all the coins. Just unbelievable. I just can't wrap my head around these Roman coins, Judy. I just can't.
I know.
It just don't make no sense to me.
I know, John. It's amazing that they are even there, and so many of them.
There's the back of the coin that I wanted to show. Not a new coin, which I thought it was, but that's also, you got speculative thing when they give you the preview, they make it out to be more than it actually is, you know, Judy.
Right, exactly.
They don't say, oh, this is the front of the coin and this is the back of the coin. No, they just throw these scans at you. So you're figuring, you know, that's just an extra coin, but we show it all.
Yes, we do.
And there it is. And there he is.
Right. Claudius.
Except for the coin in the middle that they think is the coin. They say, well, it's all polished up. Whoever had it, they polished it up and cleaned it up and okay, whatever. Still got to prove it to me that it came out of on the drill bit, but there they are.
Yes. I don't think they're going to be able to prove that, John.
Well, there'll be a lot of should I, could I, maybes, could have, to go back to it all the time. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. I wish they could prove it, but I just don't think they're going to be able to.
There we are at the money pit.
Yes, Amber says, considering there isn't any other known Roman coins found in the area, these Roman coins have me intrigued. I agree, Amber. We'll see next week if they go to Fort Point and see if they have any there. I'm anxious to see that.
Yep. You know what I think of the money pit?
It's getting to be that, John.
After 13 years. Back to the research center. Huh?
Okay, Tommy says that Baytown, I'm assuming it must be near Oak Island, somewhere, Roman coins at the Meadows up north.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I think there is a place up north called the Meadows in Nova Scotia, and he thinks they have found Roman coins there.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. Oh, then he says, sorry, they found Roman coins at Lansing Meadows. Okay, gotcha, Tommy.
Yep. There's Billy, ready to dig. He just don't belong in an office, you know what I mean?
No, he doesn't, does he? He should be behind an excavator for sure.
And I like maps, but I couldn't really get any clearer than this, what the heck they were doing here. But they're going where, guys? Back to the swamp.
That was a nice surprise.
To find more fence posts. Now, why would you have fence posts around the swamp? Let me see. If I got cattle or if I got oxen, do I want them into the swamp and drowned and get stuck in mud because you got to have these oxen bought for and put on barges to get them to Oak Island? Nope. I would put a fence around Oak Island. And to put a fence around Oak Island, the swamp, you need stakes.
That is true. We'll see what they find.
Steve's 3D map must be a crazy thing to look at and to break apart, you know?
I can't even imagine, John. You might understand it, but I don't think I would.
Well, right here, he's overlaying everything, you know, the basic map, then the map on top of that, and then the map that they're going to do, the map that they did do, you know?
Right.
What do we find?
Gloria says Roman coins were used long after the Roman era, and Daniel says into the 1500s.
Yep. Here's the swamp area they're in. You see the couple of tracks there off to the left going into the green mush. If they're looking for coins in there, and they thought there was a ship in there, what's their chances of finding a coin in there? What do you think, Judy?
Don't think it's real good, John. Gary would have to do a heck of a lot of detecting.
Jonathan says, do you guys think that they hid that? They were there, or the signs washed away with time? Well, it's got to wash your way to some place. It's got to wash your way to the ocean. No, where's it going to wash your way to? The bay and the ocean, right?
Right, exactly.
It's not going to
and
just.
that's certainly possible.
Yeah, it's just not going to fill up under the island like a lake. It's going to be washed out someplace. I don't know what that was, Franklin. Oh, God, Luann, not another stone road. I got the preview up that they sort of found a bent coin or a piece of metal out of a drill hole on the money pit. But that doesn't do anything for me because they got so many drills there that broke and casings that broke. Any kind of metal in there, it's a mess. You know what I mean?
Exactly, John. Richard says, didn't they find a coin in the swamp at the end of one of the seasons? Richard, I don't remember if they did.
Yeah, that number 8, the number 8 coin.
Oh, that's right. You're right. That's been so long, John, I've forgotten.
Yeah, they brought it to Daniel Blankenship to show him.
Yep. Yes. And he was so glad to get it. I'll never forget his face.
And there's a fence post. You go to Home Depot, you see those all day long. Yes, Tammy, that was in the swamp. And it wasn't buried. It was almost on top, as I remember, when they found that coin.
Right. And if I remember right, Rick was soaking wet from almost laying in the water looking for stuff.
Yep, Scott, no blue tarp. There's the girls scraping away with the dustpans and their little trowels. The pipe stem. Oh, my lordy 40, holy Muyana pipe stem. Oh, my God. Stop the presses. Oh, my lordy 40. It's a pipe stem. Thank you.
We have seen lots of those, haven't we?
Some, what was that, stoneware, dish, edge, big pot could be. No cigar butts, Daniel? No peace pipes?
Yeah, Daniel says pipe stem, that means people working. And that could be, Daniel, for sure.
Too bad they didn't find like a loose tooth or something around there. You know what I mean? Everybody lost their teeth over there.
that would certainly be interesting.
Yep, Amber, he's got all the dustpans.
Yeah, Scott says they have scraped out a lot of cubic yards of material in that area from Lot 5. Yes, they have, Scott.
And there's that piece all shined up. I wish they would put on here, like I saw that other show, it says some items are AI generated. I wish they would do that also when they're showing these items on Oak Island. I think it'd be only fair because nowadays, guys, I don't know what's real, what's fake, what's AI, what's a bot. I don't know what the heck's going on. So I wish they would do, before they do a series, get their editor to say, yeah, this is AI generated, to show it more in detail. It's not really what it looks like. This is what it looks like. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I think if they're doing that, John, for sure they should tell us that.
Back to the lab. There's the seed bead. Oh, my lordy 40, holy Muyan, there's a seed bead. If I had a seed bead, let me go to Oak Island in my canoe. Let me see what I can get for the seed bead. You can have one leaf of tobacco or one sniff of a whiskey bottle. You want more, you'll have to bring in a dozen seed beads.
I bet you that's similar to how it worked, John.
Right. It didn't go by weights. It went by the seed bead. Not like a weight of you got to weigh it up.
Right.
Well-
Daniel says, although the pipe stem could have belonged to Robert Melvin, who acquired Lot 5 in the late 1700s. Very true.
And I know beads like that are real small for jewelry, probably, but not for trading. But Daniel, was there any houses on Lot 5? Anybody actually have a homestead on Lot 5? And can we get some information on what houses and where they were on these lots on the map, on the lot map, the residences? Even though I know they ripped them all down and took them all down to the dirt. Where do I get information about all the foundations on all the lots?
I think, John, I've heard them say that there was no house on Lot 5 and no farming there either. Yeah, Gloria says no houses were on Lot 5.
Thank you, Gloria. You're up time in the Gold River, coming right down to it. Because Robert had a boat over there that had Lot 5. He couldn't use the causeway and all that stuff. He had to use a boat.
Right. Daniel says Melvin had many lots. I'm not aware he had a house on Lot 5.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
sure I remember. I'm sure I remember them saying that there was nothing there, no houses.
That they know of.
Yes, yes.
There's the gang on Lot 5, sweeping away. Here we are at the sausage table. I'm so sick of the sausage table.
You would think they would be too, wouldn't you? They've stood there a lot.
They're just convinced under Rick's trance, I could be wrong, that there's something in the money pit, that they would bury something 230 feet in the bedrock. God only knows how and when, with no back door that they can find in bedrock long, long time ago. I mean, they were good with caves and stuff, but this place, I don't think so. My own personal opinion.
It's hard to understand how they could possibly get down there back in the day, for sure. Oh, Daniel says it appears Lot 5 was used for brick making and industrial activity at some point. Ooh, okay.
Yep, they pulled
That's a lot.
Yep, they pulled some bricks out of there. Don't forget, guys, hashtag CERT. We got 14 entries only. Get a professional certification from me to you for your participation in live chat. You must be present to win. There's J.5-8.5 where it's located, right through the chapel shaft. Back to the research center. You guys getting the mode of this progress here?
Yes.
Here he is again.
Daniel says that circular feature was a brick kiln that was built over pre-existing structure.
It wasn't over a church there, Daniel. We heard that one guy say, oh, could have been a church.
Sure.
Oh, God, please give me a break. Here he is Looking at the coin, yes, it is Roman. There'll be a lot more screenshots than I'm showing here because it's a lot of repetitive of the same places. I try to not make you too bored on seeing the same pictures over and over. Yeah, that's it, Daniel. What do you say?
Yeah, he said Templar Cathedral. That was Emiliano. Remember Emiliano?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then they went to lot 4 for the spoils. Then he shows this thing. At the end of the show. Could be part of the cross. Could be nothing. Could be just a piece of lead. But we do have to reference back to the trigger words, which are, Judy, treasure, Templars,
Treasure. Yes.
cross. Just unbelievable.
One thing about it, John, Emma's going to tell us whether that's legit or not.
Yep. All right, now, because of Judy, we hired Raymond, and Daniel's synopsis of the show last night, his factual synopsis in detail, is at the Oak Island Compendium. Please go there to see the reference to the photos he has there, reference to a lot of hard work he puts in, long hours. I don't know how he does it. He's our main man. He's still with us. And the guy's got to write a book, I think. That's what I think.
I'm hoping so, and I hope that if he does, you and I both get a signed copy.
So it's a 5-minute Raymond summary from the Oak Island Compendium. Like I say, give him some love and Charlotte some love over there, like you do for me here. And you guys let me know if you can hear it okay, see it okay in chat, because I can't see it once I turn it on. Are you ready, Judy?
I'm ready, John. I think everybody is. Yeah, let's hear Raymond.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Commentary. In the episode, the question of who exactly could have been on Lot 5 was asked. The first real documented reports we have involving Oak Island come from 1753. This is important because the predominant number of artifacts that have been found originate from this time period. On December 23, 1753, Island 28 was granted to John Gifford and Richard Smith from New York for the purpose of fishing and farming. Island 28 was today's Oak Island. In 1754, Gifford and Smith were also representing the 20 wealthiest citizens of the province of New York. Smith offered recommendations to Governor Lawrence for the best place to establish a settlement by the citizens from New York. This settlement did not happen because Governor Lawrence could not guarantee protection from hostile natives. This was due to the 7 Years' War, also known as the French and Indian War, that was raging in the area. Richard Smith apparently left and went back to New York, although John Gifford stayed and sought permission for a distillery in Halifax. This is interesting because Jonathan Prescott also had a distillery in Halifax. Prescott would become one of the first lot owners of Oak Island about 10 years later. Based on the evidence gathered so far, it seems certain that Gifford and Smith had set up operations on Oak Island. This would have included fishing and trading. Just 2 years later, in 1756, there was the Payzant Massacre. This is when a Maliseet war party traveled all the way from modern-day New Brunswick to attack Louis Payzant's trading post that he had established on Covey Island in Mahone Bay, which was in close proximity to Oak Island. What can we make of all this? It seems highly likely that when Gifford and Smith started operating on Oak Island, it was discovered that it had been used in the past with structures and features that would have been perfect to hide things. It is this author's opinion that at that point the island was used for a smuggling operation that lasted for almost 50 years. Having Payzant operate a legal trading post near Oak Island would have been problematic for the parties involved. This would have included the Nova Scotian trade merchants Joshua Morga, Jonathan Prescott, John Eason, and Daniel Dyson. All Freemasons who would have recognized the unique features of Oak Island tied to Freemasonry. Eason's name appears to be coded in a book involving the island and presented on the show. It seems Oak Island, or Island 28, has had a very long and secretive history. Update. This author discussed the article, Treasure Hunter Seeks to Unravel Oak Island Riddle from the Register, July 1966, in last week's analysis. The picture in the article showed a group of coins that were found by James Troutman, who worked for Robert Dunfield at the time. The caption stated that the coins were found on Oak Island. One in particular at the bottom, identified as a short cross coin, was very intriguing. Troutman believed these coins were English silver pennies from the short cross period, 1180–1247. Although in reviewing examples it seems uncertain. Troutman's coin in the photo shows what appears to be a Maltese cross that is perhaps Portuguese. Unfortunately, the article didn't make it clear if that specific coin, which was one of many, was actually found on Oak Island. It was also mentioned that Troutman's was involved with a Sable Island expedition. It was cited that several of these coins were found by Troutman at the time. After some checking, it was confirmed from a reliable source that the coins in question were not found on Oak Island, but were discovered on Sable Island. The hunt for a cache of treasure coins continues on Oak Island. Please follow our weekly episode analyses during Season 13, along with articles from the original Compendium Blockhouse blog, and special investigations and features involving Oak Island. Feel free to reach out to us for questions, comments, information, and any theories to our email, theoakislandcompendium@gmail.com. Please visit www.theoakislandcompendium.com for this entire article and our other content related to the Oak Island mystery. Good day from the Compendium. Daniel and Charlotte.
There we be. Thank you so much, Daniel and Charlotte.
Thanks, guys, so much. And Daniel's whole analysis and synopsis is on our Facebook page, so please go and check it out, guys.
All right, Daniel, I also had Raymond do the whole summary that you did. I only can fit about 4 minutes to 5 minutes on this tag to show it live. But I will post it to YouTube, the full Raymond, on your full analysis of yesterday's summary, so the world can see you're back at it and maybe get a little uppity on your blog. That will be posted later.
Good. Something to look forward to, John. Thank you.
Alrighty. Hashtag CERT. We got 16 entries. You got it, Daniel. Let me see the share now. Here we go. Oh, my lordy 40. Mm-hmm. 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 Bingo. All right. Now the winner has to be present to win. Hashtag CERT. You send all your information to the Quest of Oak Island at AOL.com. I'll mail it out as soon as I get all that information. And good luck, everybody.
Good luck, guys.
Here we go, Judy. Ready?
We're ready.
Donna Golden is the winner.
Congratulations, Donna.
I saw her
She
someplace.
did.
There she is.
Yep, she's here. And she did say a while ago she was ready to win.
Mm-hmm.
And she got it.
She got it. You got to play the lottery. Play the lottery. Play the lottery.
Good idea.
When you're hot, you're hot. All right, Judy, if you want to say your goodbyes, I'll say my goodbyes and get back to my duties over here.
Okay. Hey, everybody. It's been a fun night, and we all need that, I know. Enjoy Oak Island next Tuesday night. Take it all in so we can discuss it. And I hope that everyone has a really good week and that you all stay safe, please. I love you all with all my heart, and I'm so happy to be part of your lives. And John, you too.
Yep.
Thank you so much for a great night.
All right. Thank you for what you do. I'll be in touch.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. What do I always say? Say it with me. Remember, members, always go forward. You may get a setback in your life, but just believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams, no matter how old you are. For tomorrow is a never given. Never. Like I tell this production company, please find something or do something before I'm dead. Tomorrow's never given. In this crazy, crazy world, oh my lordy 40, I'm over my head on this stuff. So you keep on smiling, you stay safe, like Judy says. You stay strong, stay positive, keep that negativity out. Stay as positive as you can. If not, there's professional people out there that can help you. Keep that positivity going, please, guys. Thank you for joining me and Judy tonight. You'll see us next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you. Take care. And bye-bye.